Exploits of Faith Chapter 5b. I am nothing means I am equal to zero, with all the faith that I've got. Then, how can nothing do anything at all? Lack of love is a subtle destiny destroyer. It makes life frustrating for people. Without love, you're getting nowhere in this kingdom. God is love. If you have hatred and bitterness, how can you walk with Him? Amos 3:3. If God be not for you, who shall be for you? When God stops being for you, everything is against you. Friends, you have nothing to lose walking in love. If you want to live long, this is the way to go. Bitterness is poison. Not only to your spirit life, but also to your physiological system. I once read in a book that when a man bears grudges, certain things go wrong in his system that lead to depression. Accumulated grudges contribute to the biochemical changes that set up depression. Until you let that bitter hurt be dissolved, there is no amount of faith, sacrifices or revelations you obtain that will amount to anything. Friends, let's get back to love. Faith does not work without love. That bitterness against your husband, your wife, your children, your father, your mother, your boss, etc., is enough. Set yourself free. You can't afford to destroy your destiny holding somebody in your heart. You know something? If you don't have anything in this Christian faith, but you have love, you will succeed. So, charge your coast of love, spread it abroad. Stop being a condemner or a castigator. Nobody needs to die for you to rise. Jesus already did that. So relax. Stop fighting others. Stop keeping a diary of evil. Love is it, friends. No scripture produces outside the love of God and the love of your neighbor. Can I hear you say, Lord, give me a new heart today, that freely overlooks the errors of people and genuinely overlooks the errors of people who wrong me, because I am also forgiven. No matter what any man has done against you, let him go and retain your destiny. No alternatives. This is another faith booster. The psalmist said, My soul, wait thou only upon God, for my expectation is from Him. Psalm 62 verse 5. When it stops being God only, your expectation will be frustrated. Why? Isaiah 42 verse 8 has the answer, I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Except you let Him have it all, He's not interested at all. Anything you desire, and for which you have an alternative source, makes God withdraw. He is a jealous God. He withdraws when anybody comes on the scene to help Him. So, He warns us in Exodus 20 verses 4-5, Thou shalt not make unto thee any grave image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I the Lord thy God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Graven images represent personalities, certificates, self, etc. Every time it stops being God alone, you have missed it. Pastors, listen to me. Every time your attention shifts from God as your source, to your congregation, you have registered for poverty. Anyone else, anything else, any other group of people besides God, is an image, a graven image that sends men to the grave. Thou shalt not make. So, you are the one who makes it. Any likeness of anything, human or things, that is in heaven above or that is in the earth beneath, you shall not bow to. God sees your choice for any alternative as hatred for Him. Every time you have an alternative outside of God, you have missed the best of life. All those godfathers and godmothers you have are your real problems. God will never interfere in any area of your life where you have something, or someone to whom you're looking up to. Friends, let's face where we are going. These things don't go together. In Matthew 6 verse 22 Jesus said, The light of the body is the eye, if therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. If your body is full of light, the Gentiles will come to your light, not you going to them. Whatever you exalt as your merit is your demerit with God. Discredit it right now. Let's look to Him as our only source in order to excel. Some fellows feel because they speak good English, they will have a good ministry. So they come on the pulpit to celebrate that. God has called him, yes, but He has made an image of His talent. Friends, without Him, you can do nothing. God is, not was, a jealous God. Deuteronomy 5:7-9. He has not changed. If God is God, please serve Him. If Baal is your God, then go to him. You cannot serve two masters, you will need to love one and hate the other. Choose therefore who you want to serve. Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. Ye shall not go after other gods, of the gods of the people which are round about you, for the Lord thy God is a jealous God among you, lest the anger of the Lord thy God be kindled against thee, and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. Deuteronomy 6 verses 13-15. Every time you go after other gods, the anger of God is kindled against you. So, instead of securing favor, you secure his wrath. Let's speak to ourselves. Let's settle down. If God can't give you that thing, forget it, you don't need it. If he can't do that thing, let it remain undone. If he cannot handle it, nobody else should try. So, leave it there, and wait for him. Job said, if a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait, till my change come. Job 14 verse 14. Look, there's a place in God we are missing, through what we call socialization. Let's stop dancing around positions and offices, and start dancing around the Most High. The mighty man of valor. Jehovah Jireh. Your God that supplies all your needs. Friends, let's dance around Jehovah El Shaddai, the God that is more than enough. Jehovah Rapha, the Lord that healeth thee. Let's dance around Jehovah Shammah, the ever-present deliverer. Let's dance around him. No one else is sufficient for your destiny, but God. I plead with you, withdraw from those alternatives. Those graven images are digging your graves for you. Hear what Jeremiah 17 verse 5-6 says, Thus saith the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land and not inhabited. Friends, withdraw. Settle down and watch what the Lord will do. You have his assurance in Jeremiah 17 verse 7-8, Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. No one has ever had God in his company and failed. Never. Just listen to these beautiful words from the Lord, Set me as a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm, for love is strong as death. Songs of Solomon 8 verse 6, God's love is enough for you. Since I stopped worshipping doctors' statements, I have enjoyed divine health. The great physician's report is what I now read. If Jesus can't heal you, forget it. If you are told in a specialist hospital that you are free, do you go to a dispensary to confirm it? That's a paradox. I can never go from Jesus' clinic to from man's clinic for confirmation. Friends, settle down to Jesus. He's all you need. If God is up to that thing you're asking for, he won't ask you to come tomorrow. No, he won't. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight, and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. Looking unto Jesus the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. Hebrews 12 verse 1-2. Looking unto Jesus, for health, for strength, for results, for performance. Looking here establishes its continuity. This perfects your faith and the evidence will be undeniable. Friends, it's time to look in the right direction. Every alternative to your source of expectation destroys the expectation. Never mind contradictions. Jesus endured them. He despised the shame. See where he is seated today. It is never late. If it's Jesus you're looking unto, though it tarries, wait for it, it will surely come. Hab 2:3, looking unto Jesus. That is where your help will come from. Psalm 121 verses 1-3. Looking unto Jesus gives opportunity to those who want to laugh you to scorn. If you don't let them laugh today, they won't join to sing your Hosanna tomorrow. Until your life is centered on God alone, you still have a long way to go. When all your alternatives are closed, then the whole of God becomes available to you. Psalm 34 verse 5 says, They looked unto him, and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. They looked to him for help, and help came. They looked unto him for strength, and strength came from him. They looked unto him for supplies, and it came. Friend, identifying with God as your only source is the cheapest way to success in the kingdom. Hear me very well, until you destroy all those your other alternatives, they are likely to destroy you. God forbid. I'm glad to let you know that God is enough.